Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Poet Skinny, and I'm here today with my review of Batman issue number 400. First off, let's drink this cover in, get a long, good look of that cover. I personally am not a huge fan of this cover. Like, this style of art really doesn't kind of appeal to me, but I'm sure a lot of people do. This was a special anniversary issue, which had a really cool introduction by Stephen King, and basically he talked about how he's always really liked Batman. Well, he kind of liked Batman over Superman, and a lot of the things that I've thought before too. He kind of said, Superman was just too strong. He's, except for kryptonite, you can't really do anything to him, as opposed to the fact where Batman, he had to use his wits and his brains and different gadgets. He was just a regular human, and that kind of appealed to him as a kid. So that was really cool. There was a little introduction by Stephen King on the first page and on the last page, and fun to read. But let's get down to the issue. It is written by Doug Moench, I think that's how you pronounce it. And the cool thing about it is there's like 20 different illustrators who worked on it. So as you go through the book, you can see the artwork kind of change, which I thought was cool. Some of them I liked, some of them I didn't. But overall, the artwork was pretty good in this book. The story, which was a very good story, I really liked it. There are some Batman stories that I'm kind of but this one I really liked it. I was engaged through the whole book. Basically, the story is Ra's al Ghul, which you don't know he's the primary villain in the beginning, but basically he breaks all of Gotham's and Batman's archenemies out of prison, out of Arkham and out of prison. All the main ones, and then some of the kind of B villains as well, like Catman and Black Mask and the Cavalier, some of those. But you also got Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Riddler, Joker. All the main ones play the major roles. Killer Croc, and he breaks them all out, and then he sends Batman a note that says "Know your foes." So Batman's milling all over this. I wonder who sent him a note. He doesn't even know they've all been broke out of prison. They don't even know who broke them out of prison. Then they finally go meet them, and he basically says, here's a plan, and we're going to get revenge on Batman. So they all kind of go along with it. So they kidnap Julia Pennyworth, Vicky Vale, Harry Bullock, and then finally Alfred. And then Ra's al Ghul comes to the Batcave and basically says, all your enemies are broken free. Join with me, and we can defeat them together, and you can help me create a new world. And of course, Batman says, no. Go back to hell, you demon. I'm not going to join your world. The usual Batman, Ra's al Ghul banter. But then, so the Joker and some of the people with him, they put bars on the electric bars on the outside of the Gotham police station, kidnap Commissioner Gordon and all the cops, and then the whole situation goes on from there. I'm not going to go into total detail and ruin it in case you want to read it, but it's a lot of supervillains. Batman kind of is in a bit of a slump. He's kind of in a depressed mood throughout the whole thing. And then, of course, near the end, he gets some backup from Catwoman and some other people. Like I said, I'm not going to totally ruin the story. But, yeah, it's a really good story, engaging through the whole book. I really liked it. Jason Todd as Robin, I could have done without in this story, because he keeps calling Batman Champ, and I just thought that was, shut up. Like, I really don't like that guy. But like I said, really good story. Pretty thick, if you can see, but keeps you kind of reading and enjoying all the way through. So if you haven't read it, go pick it up. So yeah, that's my review for Batman issue 400. Let's see, I'd give it probably on the star chart, with 5 being the tops. I'd give it probably a 4, and that's just because I didn't like the artwork in the cover all the way through. So that's pretty much as high as I give it. Maybe like a 4.5. I don't know, but a really good story. Anyway, so this is another one of my back issue reviews. I'm going to be trying to do a ton of these. Basically, I want to get it to the point where if you're looking at, thinking about a comic book on eBay or something and you kind of want to know what it's about, you can come to this channel and it'll be there. I mean, that'll be 20 years down the road when I get that many, but I'm starting off with Batman, starting off at issue 400, and I am just going to, start there with Batman, go from there, and spread out into different titles and review them. So if you're willing to get lots of reviews popping up on your YouTube, stream or whatever they call it, please subscribe. Either way, understand if you don't. This channel is really not so much for subscribing as it is for everybody on the net. I would love for you to be able to Google Batman 500 and this video pop up in my review. Anyway, so that's a little brief overview. But please comment if you have anything you want to say about this issue, because I love the dialogue going. And also, I have another channel, which you may not be familiar with. The title of that channel is Poet Skinny. I do a lot of comic book stuff there too, and some other stuff, but I mainly do comic book hauls and discuss comics, whereas this channel I'm going to mainly do reviews. So if that interests you, check that out as well. Also, please check out, follow me on Twitter, and also check out the Facebook page. Comics Are My Crack is, the Facebook page, as well as, I'll put the link to the Twitter down below, so check those out. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. See y'all around. Keep reading those comics.